All right, 8th grade, let's do a video on lesson 8. Now, we went over some of these in class. So basically, this lesson is a fraction on both sides of the equation. Sometimes you see a fraction on one side of the equation, and to get rid of the fraction, you have to multiply both sides by the denominator. Well, when we have fractions on both sides of the equation, we do the same thing. Basically, if I multiply the left side here by 7x plus 2/3, I have to do it to this side. Okay. Now, when I do that, I have to put it all in parentheses because I'm multiplying everything by that. And really, this is over 1, right? So when you cross cancel, that'll cancel with that. And you multiply 3 times 7x times 2/3. Well, at the same time you do that, let me erase all that. At the same time you do that, if you do it to the right side now, you would, to get rid of the 8 on the right side, you'd multiply both sides by 8. Okay, well, really, that's 8 over 1. That's going to cancel there. And you would multiply 6 plus x times 8. So to do this all in one step, what you do is take the left numerator, 6 plus x, and multiply it by the right denominator, 8. Put your equal sign. And then multiply your left numerator, 3, times your opposite left denominator, 7x plus 2/3. Okay, so now this turns into something that we could do. But once again, if you notice, let me use a different color here. 6 plus x is being multiplied by 8. And 3 is being multiplied by here. Basically, it's cross-multiplying. That's what you're doing. You're multiplying this numerator by 8 and this numerator by 7x plus 2/3. You multiply the opposite numerator and denominator. So 3 times 7x plus 2/3 looks like this right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. So 3 times 7x plus 2/3 looks like this. And 6 plus x times 8 looks like this. 8 times 6 plus x. Now, what do we do when we have a number outside of parentheses with more than one term inside? We distribute. So 8 is going to be multiplied by 6 and x. 3 is going to be multiplied by 7x and 2/3. So for all of these, I'm not going to solve them all the way. I'm just going to take care of the numerator and denominator. So really quick on this one, you do 48 plus 8x equals 21x plus, now what is 2/3 times 3 over 1? Because I'm multiplying 3 times 2/3. Well, the 3 are going to cancel. And you're going to be left with 2 over 1, which just equals 2. Okay? So that's 2. So 3 times 2/3 equals 2. 3 times 2/3 equals 2. Okay? Now you're left with this. Now, we know how to solve this, right? We're going to move 8x. You could move x left to right or right to left. I'm going to move it left to right. So if I'm moving the x to the left side, I'm going to move everything else to the right side. So in the same step, we want to start doing multiple steps in one step. So at the same time I move 8x to the right side, I'm going to move positive 2 to the left side. So I'm going to subtract 2. Okay, and when I do that, the positive 2 and negative 2 are going to cancel out. And then the 8x minus 8x is going to cancel out. And let's see what we're left with. So on the left side, I have 48 minus 2, which is 46. And on the right side, I have 21x minus 8, which is 13x. Okay? And then to solve that, I have to divide both sides by 13. So we did this one together in class, but I just wanted to do it again. So 46 over 13, we could just leave that as an improper fraction. And we have x here because this cancels out. All right, we're back in example 4 here. So let's do it this way. Let's do cross multiplication. Watch this. When you got a fraction equals a fraction, you multiply the numerator by the denominator and it goes over here. And the numerator by that denominator goes over here. So 7 times 8. Let me do different colors on that. So let's do purple on this one. I feel like Khan here. So if I do 7 times 8, well, that's 56, equals, and we have 1 times 3x plus 9. So that's going to look like this. 1 times 3x plus 9. Make sure if it's more than one term, like 3x plus 9 is two terms, you want to put all of it in parentheses, and then you're going to distribute. So if I distribute a 1, right, everything's being multiplied by 1. That means everything's going to stay the same on the inside. So 56 equals 3x plus 9. Okay, and then you know how to solve this, right? Minus 9, minus 9. 56 minus 9 is 47. And we got 3x. Then we're going to divide by 3. That's going to cancel out there. And I get 47 thirds equals x. Okay, you can leave that as improper or turn it to mix if you want. All right, so for example 5, if you're wondering what the heck is going on here, we have two triangles. And if you've never studied this in geometry yet, these are similar triangles. So basically, you could put this in a ratio format. So we can make this into fractions. So since AB, if you see side AB and side AB here, they're similar to each other. So we would put this as x minus 2, which is this side right here, over 9.5. And that should equal x plus 2 over 12. Okay? So don't worry about the geometry part of it. We'll discuss that later when we do geometry. But for right now, this is how you set it up an equation. Basically, the ratio of this side to this side should equal the ratio of this side to that side because they're similar triangles. It says right here, similar triangles. So once you set it up like this, just do what we did before. Multiply, do that cross multiplication right here, not cross canceling, cross multiplication. So I have x minus 2 times 12. So 12x minus 2. So I'm multiplying this numerator by that denominator. And then I'm going to multiply this numerator by that denominator. So equals 9.5 times x plus 2. So I multiplied x plus 2 times 9.5. And then even though it's a decimal, you could still handle that. You still distribute. Okay? So when you guys distribute, you're going to do that one on your own. You're going to distribute to 12. Don't forget your minus sign. It's going to be 12x minus 24. And when you distribute 9.5, it's going to be 9.5x plus 9.5 times 2. Okay, if you're wondering what 9.5 times 2 is, okay, if you remember your decimal multiplication, I'm just going to do it on the calculator here. 9.5 times 2 is 19. Because 9 times 2 is 18, but then you're multiplying 0.5 twice, which is 1. So it's going to be 19. Okay. So you guys could distribute and solve on your own. And then really quick, we have these 4 exercises. I'm not going to do them all for you. I want you to do them on your own. But remember, we're cross multiplying here. Boom. And boom. So I'm going to multiply 2x plus 1. Let me zoom in a little bit here. 2x plus 1 times 6. I'm going to multiply this numerator by that denominator. So I'm going to put the 6 on the outside, 2x plus 1 on the inside, equals, I'm going to multiply 1 minus x times 9. I'm going to put the 9 on the outside, 1 minus x on the inside. Okay? And then I want you to distribute and solve. Don't forget when you distribute, keep that minus sign. Okay? Okay? And then you have these other examples here. Same thing. All of these I want you to cross multiply. Don't forget your parentheses and distribute. All of them are the same thing. Now this one might be a little more complicated. This example 3, you're going to do x plus 9 times 3. But look at this one. Negative 2x minus 1/2 times 12. Put the number on the outside and the thing with 2 terms on the inside of the parentheses. Okay? So all I'm doing is multiplying the numerator by the opposite denominator. Numerator by the opposite denominator, and then I got to distribute. Okay? And that's it for now. And then what I want you to do, after you do that, there's 4 problems in the exit ticket. No, 3 problems in the exit ticket. And the problem set is 9 problems, 10 problems, one of these triangle problems. I know it seems like a lot, but you have today and tomorrow to get this done. And I want to see it all done. It's going to be a classwork grade. So you don't have much else to do. during school hours. So work on a little bit this today and a little bit tomorrow. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. All right, have a good one.